Welcome to the Female Studio. I'm Trina Medvis. This is our Flex Fit class. The goal today is to unwind your body. If you work out, if you sit all day, you get tight, and we want to just release some tension, create some energy. This is not a workout class. We are looking to protect the joints, lengthen the muscles, and unwind. So if you have yourself a block or a pillow, you're welcome to use that. Otherwise, we're going to get right back onto our mat and we're going to start in Shavasana. And I'm going to just grab my pillow, and you can too. We're just going to roll ourselves sideways or down all the way on our backs. And we're just going to, if you want, set a pillow on your back or like under the small of your back or maybe under your neck. Bend the knees, palms up. And I want you to just take an inventory of your class. I would invite you to turn on some music if you like. I would invite you to breathe through the belly. Maybe put your hands on your tummy. Maybe looking from left to right. But close your eyes and note how the left side of the body feels, the right side of the body feels. And just breathe through the nose and exhale with an HA. So really just settling into the mat here. You could always straighten your legs if you want to. Connect with the floor. Connect with your day. Connect with your breath. We're gently going to start. We're just going to place our hands flat on the mat right beside us. We're going to make sure that our feet are in a bridge position. And we're going to gently tilt the pelvis slowly. So you're almost going to arch your back and then curl the pelvis, tucking up and lowering. I'm going to encourage you to take your hands, put them almost in a diamond shape, right from the pubic bone on your belly, over top of your belly button, and just tilt. Exhale, inhale, slight arch in the back. Just let this naturally happen. This is great to release any tension you might have in your SI joints at the back. I want you to engage the hamstrings, but we're not doing a big workout. We're just breathing through the nose and out the mouth. And as you curl and tuck the pelvis, think about engaging your abdominals. Keep your eyes closed. Peek at me when you need to. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, just breathing nice and long. And maybe your neck wants to go from side to side. Maybe you want to keep it planted for a moment. Last two, inhale, exhale, curling it in. Now I want you to take the shoulders back and down. Take your right knee in towards your right armpit. You're going to flex the toes and gently just think of bringing it in toward your armpit. Now, I don't like to do this straight on, like bring it right in. I like to bring it over a little bit and outside. And just notice what shows up for you in your pelvis. Maybe grab both hands, wrap it around, maybe back off a little bit. You could also use a strap or pull behind the knee. And there's an option here to press the left leg and left heel rooted into the floor. So I want you to really think about opening up your right hip, exhaling, grounding the left foot into the floor, whether it's straight or whether it's bent. Another 2 breaths here. Notice if you feel any pinching in your hip. If you do, pull it on the outside just a little bit more outward or lower it toward the ground a little bit. Last breath. And exhale. Slowly lower that right foot to the ground. If your left foot is straight, bring it back to meet the right side. And then we're going to bring the left leg in toward the chest. So you're bringing knee towards chest. And once again, we're opening up through that hip. So we're bringing the knee toward armpit, and that right leg might fall a little bit. Keep both feet completely active. An option that if you did the straight leg on the opposite side, we're going to do the same here. Now stay very active in both of the feet, in the right leg either rooted to the floor or the right foot rooted to the floor. Sigh and let go of the shoulders. Pay attention to the face, the jaw. If you need to peek over at me, go ahead. Otherwise, keep your eyes closed, looking toward your ceiling. Open that hip up just a little bit more. Soften the shoulders, soften the face, soften the back. And just be present here with me for a moment. Slowly lower left foot to the floor. Right foot comes back to position into bridge. We're going to make sure that our fingertips can just slowly touch the bottoms of our feet. Anchor the shoulders into the ground. We're going to come up into a very mini bridge. 2, 3. Exhale and lower. 2, 3. Inhale, lift. 2, 3. Exhale, lower. 2, 3. Inhale, up. 2, 3. Engage the back of the hamstring. Exhale, lower. 2, 3. Keep this pattern going. Close your eyes. Stay open through your chest. Be wide through the fingertips. So fingertips are rooting into the floor and lower. 2, 3. Breathe up. 2, 3. Tuck that chin and lower. 2, 3. Now just bring your knees into your chest for a moment, really wide. Maybe you just do one at a time. Otherwise, both hands nice and long, and then relax. We're going to roll over to our left side with our knees. So you're going to stay rooted into the floor. But what you're going to do is drop the left knee, drop the right knee over to your left, and be mindful of adjusting the knees here. Be kind to the body. You can either take your hand onto your inner thigh or stretch them out to the right and left. You're going to have your palms facing up. Anchor the shoulder to the floor. Through the nose, out the mouth. Through the nose, out the mouth. As you're here, think about if this feels like enough. And if it does, stay where you are. Otherwise, you can take that left foot and just give it a little press on the right top of the thigh. That's going to make it more intense. So if this is too much for you, stay where you are. Or if your breath changes and you can't talk, that means it's too much. So you just lower back down. Last inhale. And one final exhale. Use your core. Take your right leg back to the center, your left leg back to the center, and slowly dropping toward the other side. Use your abdominals to slow this down. Note that one side is not created equal. Pay attention. Right hand on right thigh, or open up your arms. You're going to anchor them like a T, and we're going to look over to the left. We're going to pick a spot and focus on that, or close the eyes. Breathing through the nose, really open through that midsection, open through the rib, open through the entire left side of the body. We get really caught up in our day. And this is an opportunity for you to reconnect with yourself and the floor. If you did this, wrapping that right foot on the other side, we're going to do right foot, just gently giving it a little bit of pressure, but nothing too tight. I feel like I'm kind of a pretzel in this position because this side is tighter. So I'm going to stay on the floor for one last breath. And then relax. Left leg back, right leg back. Turn to your left side. We're going to roll up to a seated position. So all the way into seated side bend. Now this is where you might want to grab your pillow or a block. What we're going to do is sit nice and tall, and we're going to think of bringing left elbow down, and then we're going to lean to the left side, keeping the glute glued on the ground, both sides. Now, if this is fine, stay here. Otherwise, take your fingers and right behind your ears, open up through the chest. Now, the option that you could take your left hand up across, but we're going to choose to stay here. I'm going to choose to stay here. And option to see if you could drop your elbow without this hip raising. Stay low, opening up through the entire right side of the body, breathing, chest is up, gaze is forward, heart is lifted. Breathing, connect with the floor. Exhale, come back up to center. And then if you have a pillow, switch that to the other side. So let's fix the cross leg here. We always prefer one side over the other. Sit tall, let's separate the glutes. And then let's just have a moment in the center here before we go to the other side to pay attention to how that feels. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Heart, chest, hips in alignment, they're all stacked. So all you're doing is a little inventory here. You're just paying attention to what's going on in the pelvic floor. You're paying attention. Okay, I'm still filming. For some reason, I thought I wasn't filming there. You're paying attention to what's going on in that pelvic floor and notice how you feel. Now, anchor that arm wherever, start on the knee. You can hold here at the hip. You're just going to let yourself get really heavy. And then once again, fingertips are right here behind the ear. We're opening up and leaning to that right side. Now, I am so much more flexible on this side. Breathe through the nose and out the mouth. Inhale and exhale. And then come back to center. Roll the shoulders in and out, forward and backward. So let's do one forward, one backward. And then we're going to come to tabletop position. So in our tabletop position, I really want you to think of being nice and tall and anchoring your fingertips, really clawing into the floor. So what you're going to do here is stack the knee over hip, and we're going to stack the shoulders, elbows, and wrists on top of each other, clawing the mat. And we're going to just pay attention to how this feels. Lift through your torso and breathe, and then drop it down, tailbone up, just gazing forward, drop the heart. Exhale, curl in, tuck the belly, look through your feet. Inhale, come back up. You're going to take the tailbone up toward the sky, and then exhale to curl it all the way in. Separate the shoulder blades. One more. Inhale, tailbone to the sky. And we'll do one last one. Exhale, curl it in. From here, let's just have a seat back just on those heels. Now, what you're doing here is giving a little love and stretch to your feet. So just be forward with your whole body, looking forward, shoulders back, and you should really feel that release in the toes. So just breathe here for a moment and then come down to the floor. I want you to think about opening your knees really wide, mat width apart, big toes together, and we're slowly going to walk our hands down to the mat. The entire time, keep your back nice and flat. Lower your elbows if that feels good. Otherwise, stay exactly here. Now, depending on how you feel, you might want to sway from side to side, or you might want to drop your head to the floor or to a pillow or a block, any prop, and just hang out there in your breath. Let the belly hang on the thighs. Let go of all the tension that's built up in your day, that's built up in your mind, all the negativity that you've given yourself. One more nice deep breath. Exhale. Now slowly start to walk the elbows, hands back to the knees. Use your core to lift you up, and we're going to finish in seated power pose. Now you could sit under a block, or you could just sit completely on the floor. I'm going to get you to repeat a few things. So if you have your block, you can use it. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here on the floor. Palms up. I want you to repeat to yourself, I am safe. I am strong. I am safe. I am strong. I want you to turn your left ear up toward the ceiling, like you're lifting up and through the body. And repeat, I am safe. I am strong. See if we can lower that heart rate. I am safe. I am strong. Bring the head back to center. Let's switch the cross-legged. If you're not comfortable here, you can sit in any position that you want to be. Palms are up, shoulders are back. Peek at me to know where you're at, and then close your eyes. And let's lower left ear to right shoulder. You're thinking, even though we're dropping the left ear to the left shoulder, we're thinking of lifting the ear toward the ceiling. And just repeat, I am safe. I am strong. I am safe. I am strong. Come back to center. Give yourself a huge hug, a high five. And I want to say thank you so much for showing up for yourself today. You don't get enough time to calm down, to breathe, and to just reset the body. So just take a moment here just to inventory your body. Just close your eyes. Notice how you feel. Maybe wiggle the shoulders a little bit. Maybe turn your wrists. How does everything feel right now? Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being I'm super, super energized, and 1 being I'm super, super relaxed. Are you in the middle? Is your mind racing? Just pay attention. And if you feel like it, take a big inhale. Exhale to your heart center. Bring your hands up. Namaste. Have yourself an incredible day. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm Trina Medvis, and I'll catch you live at fitforfemales.com. Have an incredible day.